No, I am not your financial advisor, and I did not pull your leg on following this bet. But I am an avid sports fan. We are all bets winners, and today we're going big or we're going home. I could lose $10, so we are going for a powerhouse 25 leg parlay. $10 turn to $350K. Follow me if you dare. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Now, Joe Burrow and the gang are 0-3. They got to win today. They got to air it out. And the Carolina Panthers look like a complete different team in offense with the veteran Andy Dalton at the helm. So we're going to try to be as safe as possible because it takes 25 of these to win. But we also got to throw a little risk to get the money up. So being safe, Joe Burrow, 250 passing yards on the day. Andy Dalton, 225. Last week he had over 300. And we saw the Bengals defense get torched by Washington last weekend in prime time on Monday night. So hopefully Andy Dalton should be able to get 225. Joe Burrow is going to air this thing out. He had 3 touchdowns last week. Should have had 4. We're going to give him 2+ touchdowns. Jamar Chase, I think he's going to go over 100 today. He has been very inspired, very passionate, and been showing a lot of heart. Played a little safe, 60+ yards. Here's where we take a little risk. Andre Isovias. I can't even say his name right now. I apologize. Trying to make this video quick. 25+ yards. He had over 25+ yards last week, and he has become somehow very quickly a go-to target for Joe Burrow, especially in the red zone. He has a couple touchdowns to his name already. So Joe Burrow is starting to show confidence in this kid. I think he can get 25+ yards. Mike Gesicki. We're talking about the Madden Ultimate Team superstar Mike Gesicki, one of the fastest tight ends ever. And it looks like Joe Burrow is starting to look his way as well. 25+ yards from Mr. Gesicki. Deontay Johnson. With Adam Thielen out, I thought he was going to snap last week, and he did pretty damn well before he got hurt. Now on the IR. So Deontay Johnson last week had one of his best games in the NFL. Over 100 yards. Played safe. Think he could get 40 today. Chuba Hubbard had over 100 yards last week. But let's be real. I don't know if he's going to have over 100 again. But the Bengals defenses look terrible. So I'll slot him in for a little 50 piece. And Zach Moss, you have to be able to get 40 rushing yards, right? There we go. Zach Moss starting running back for the Bengals, 40+ rushing yards. So that's our first couple legs. Let's go to the next game. This is breaking Cardinal sin number 1 for me, as I am a Jets, Jets fans. But I don't know. I think that we have to beat the Denver Broncos, right? Now, as a Jets fan, nothing is guaranteed and nothing is ever expected or promised. But I went ahead and decided to bet on this game. So Aaron Rodgers easily should be able to get 200 passing yards, in my opinion. I know that the Denver Broncos has a very stout passing defense, especially with Pat Surtain, but I got him for 200+ yards. Breece Hall, there's word on the street that Denver is terrible against the run. Breece Hall has had an iffy start to the season rushing yards wise. I mean, he has had some receptions and receiving touchdowns as well. But I think if he is to make a statement, this is the game he does so. Garrett Wilson, 50+ receiving yards. I know Pat Surtain, again, is a lockdown corner. But Garrett Wilson is a great wide receiver. And he hasn't really had a big game yet this season. And I think Aaron Rodgers is trying to make that connection stick so he can have his new Devontae Adams. So I think he would at least be able to get 5 catches, maybe 10 yards apiece, 50 yards for him. Allen Lazard has been one of the most trusted for Aaron Rodgers this year and throughout his career. So I'm hoping he can get at least 25 receiving yards. And Breece Hall, he has to get a touchdown today. I'm expecting at least 3 touchdowns from the Jets offense. Breece Hall has to be one of them. Moving on. The biggest game of the night, Buffalo Bills, Baltimore Ravens. Playing it safe, Lamar Jackson with 200 yards passing. Playing it safe with Josh Allen, 225 yards passing. I know passing yards has been tough to go by this NFL season, but I think that's safe enough. I think Derrick Henry busts them in the head for 100 yards. I know the Bills is a great defense, but why not? And the little risk to me is James Cook. He's unreliable. But I'm thinking he should at least get 50 yards, hopefully. And then I got Derrick Henry busting in there for a touchdown. And then last but not least, we got C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud and them had a bad week last week, so I think it's very safe to put him at 200-plus yards. I know Tank Dell and Nico Collins are playing, but they were a little banged up. And because of that, he started giving the ball a little more to Diggs last week. Towards the end of the game, he had over 100 yards for the first time. He's been floating around 30, 40, but I think he should be able to get at least 50 yards. Saquon has been a touchdown machine, is the only thing that's been consistent on the Phillies offense right now. They still have A.J. Brown hurt, and Devontae Smith is hurt as well. So they're going to have to pound the rock running. Saquon should have 70 rushing yards and should have a touchdown somehow, receiving, rushing, whichever way possible. And then I think is a lock. Tutu Atwell with Cooper Kupp out, Puka Nacua out. Everybody keeps talking about Robinson, but I think Tutu Atwell is a reliable source. I say he should at least be able to get 40 passing yards today, and Matt Stafford always throwing the ball around the court with 175 passing yards. That should be easy as well. I know he doesn't have a lot of targets. That's why I kept it low, but I think Matt Stafford is a lock to get 200 yards every week. So there you have it, guys. $10 on this bet is a plus 3, 4, 5, 2, 7, 7, 9 bet. $10 is going to get you $350K. Lock it in. Let's have fun today. All or nothing, 25 bet, 25 leg parlay bet, $10 to $350K. This is what I just locked in. Maybe you can too. Let's all make money together. Maybe you can make your 25 leg off of this, modify it a little bit, but go big or go home. Lock it in. It's your boy Max Sports Attack. I'm out.